Hey guys, welcome back. How are you guys doing? It's a little dark, but I think it's good, right? It should be fine. If I open the window, it gets like really bright. Cancers, hello, my Cancerians. How are you guys doing? Um, I'm gonna do whatever you need to know right now. I'm just gonna try to get back. Sorry, my nose is already itching. I had a client this morning and a friend. So I've already done a bunch of energy work, and so my nose is already on doing its thing. Okay. Let's see, Cancers, what you need to know. All right. Let's see, Cancer. For Cancer. For Cancer. You know what? In your energy, I feel great. I feel amazing. Like, I was even in a little bit of pain, and even that went away. So I don't know if you guys are. And mind you, I have been in some amount of pain the last few weeks. And I just feel like I could go dancing or something. I'm not going to, but I feel like I could. Actually, I could probably dance at home. Yeah. I used to do that all the time. Yeah, I feel great in your energy. What's going on, Cancers? All right, let's see. All right, let's see. Your cards are not wanting to talk. What's going on for Cancer? Let me just do a quick shuffle and then we'll do a split. Do the shuffle. We got wisdom and taking risk, but that's just middle of the deck. So hang on. Flow and wisdom. All right. Okay. There we go. Let's see. Oh, that almost came out, but it didn't. Come on. Come on. Okay. Healing chaos. Is this the calm before the storm? Healing chaos. That's interesting. And purification. And then underneath that we got opportunity. Interesting. Let me just take a minute with this. Okay, Cancers. You guys know when Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, you know how there was that tornado and basically she went to Oz or whatever and she had to learn a bunch of lessons, but it was chaotic, right? There was dwarves, there was flying monkeys, it was just pure chaos, right? That's kind of what I'm getting. And it's almost like you're being put into the washer to purify some to detox. And even with purification, I feel like there's detox going on with certain things in your life. Detoxing of, it can be a myriad of things. Drugs, alcohol, schmecks, corn, doom scrolling, a million things, right? And I can actually attest to that. I don't know if this is for me or not. Well, I am a Cancer stellium, but right now I'm going through a bunch of a detox from a bunch of stuff. And I started slowly detoxing from people, from places and things like that. And now it's kind of like I'm doing a full detox of a bunch of stuff, and I'm not doing them one by one anymore. It's almost like I've taken to doom scrolling. I'm cutting back on just a bunch of stuff, right? Because the reason why I wasn't on here is because I just was so sick. I was having all these the eclipses, the ascension symptoms. They've taken a toll on me for sure. Like, I was so sick. I went from not sleeping very well for 4 weeks to sleeping like almost 3 days straight. It was insane. And so, and then I remembered, I have all these tools, all these oils that I use. I have my growing pain oil, which is downstairs, because I used it last night because I was in pain. And it helped so much. And I'm just like, I have all these tools that I can use um, to help me with my growth and transformation, right? We have all these tools that we can use. Anyway, I'm getting that there's going to be, it's almost like somebody's going to come in, or the universe is going to come in and basically shake your snow globe, right? If this isn't already happening, because this might be happening, I feel like I'm talking to several cancers that are not sun cancers, but this could be for several cancers that are having, maybe just your first awakening, and you need a shift because you're stuck in a specific. It's almost like you're moving through the maze, but you got stuck in a corner, right? And so the universe it's helping you. They're helping you, and they're going to shake things up for you. Because even though it is a tornado, or yeah, it's a tornado, right? I don't know if you can see it, but there's butterflies. So this is something that's actually being sent, and your guides are there helping you. And look, you got the sun, the moon, and then underneath it, look, you got another butterfly. It's almost like there's a storm coming in. It is gonna turn shut up. It is. And we'll look deeper into it to see what exactly is what's going on. But it's for the better. It's for the better. And after that, it's so the calm that I was feeling, I really was feeling just so great in your energy. I felt good. Even my body like stopped hurting, and I felt I'm gonna stay in this forever. It's almost like the calm before the storm, but the storm is for good shit. It's almost like, okay, you know what, we need you here, and it's gonna be too much for you to do all of this and do that, and so we're gonna do it all at once, right? So that we can get it done quicker. So we can get it done easier and quicker. It's gonna like be rough, but it's quicker, right? It's almost like when you're going waxing and they're pulling it softly. You're just like, pull it off just at once, pull it off, right? And this is bringing in a purification, which is going to bring in opportunities, right? So the universe is helping. This is something that's bringing in help. But it's going to be rough for a minute. So, okay, let's go deeper. Let me remember what I did yesterday. Did I do these first, or did I do those first? I think I did these first. So, that's what we'll do. I had some pho today. It was fucking amazing. It was so good. I love that place. It's kind of pricey though, so I don't go very often. But they also have their boba smoothie. I have this boba coconut smoothie. It's so good. And it's lactose and gluten free, which is like, yeah, I'm down. Give me 12. And I don't know what it is about soup, but when I drink soup, when I eat soup, and we eat a lot of soup, I'm half Mexican, and half Salvadorian, soups just fill me up. So I can have a small bowl and I'm like, I'm done. But it was so good. All right. Clarifying the healing chaos, we got the world. We got the world. Oh my gosh. This is like fortune's turning in your favor. The world. It's like they're coming into to it's almost like in your snow globe everything has been tossed around and everything's out of place and out of style and it no longer goes there, and the universe is coming in to shake it up, to rearrange everything and reset it up for you nicely. Actually, no, I just saw a hand smash the snow globe. It's almost like you're free. You're gonna have freedom. And I'll tell you what, I have learned this just recently. There is nothing that you can give me that I will sacrifice my freedom for. I would even stay with minimal to no money to have my freedom. Because having that kind of freedom is something money cannot buy. Having that kind of peace and freedom, you just can't. No, there's no way. And this is the world. Your life is about to change forever. Forever. You're going to live a life in the next 10 years, I'm hearing, and even more, that you didn't live in however old you are when you're seeing this video, right? Give me one more in Healing Chaos. That's insane. 9 of Cups. Bro, the moon, clarifying sun. And the Queen of Cups. Who are you? And at the bottom of the deck, we have the 8 of Swords. So, I feel like right now you're still a little bit stuck. You're a bit stuck in your mind. You're a bit stuck. But this is honestly a self-imposed stuck. I honestly feel like I'm reading for like a Cancer moon or something. Yeah, see, I just got that weird. If you're a light worker or an energy worker, which I call myself an energy worker, not a light worker. You know, when the crown chakra pulls. Yeah, the world. There was an ending of cycles within cycles within cycles of these really difficult lessons, and you are going to be sitting pretty in the 9 of Cups. Yourself governing your emotions. You are self in control of your emotions. You are sitting still, looking pretty. What's that song? Sit still, look pretty. I wake up. The rest of the song is not part of this reading. Although I feel like that is what you went through, right? I wake up. We wake up to make up, to break up. I feel like that was a part of the cycle. It was, you know, all we do is argue, to fight, to make up, to break up. You're not really in a relationship. There's just a bunch of drama, right? Just a bunch of bullshit, just toxin upon toxin. I know that in every single relationship I've ever been in, it has been a different bullshit. I haven't really gotten two kind of bullshits in a row. I have luckily had different bullshit in a row, so I've been able to learn quite a variety of bullshit, right? But yeah, I've been in this kind of toxic bullshit pattern, and it's just boring. It gets boring after a while. But this, with the 9 of Cups, you're just going to be sitting here. Look, this fly, she's standing on a mound of treasures, of cups full of, you know, they're full to the brim. She's dressed in her prettiest dress. I'm not going to assume her gender, so it could be he or she. But yeah, standing on a mound of treasure, just chilling, enjoying, look, these cups are overfilling. That's probably the skull of her enemies right there, where she's gonna have Seriata from later. You know what I'm saying? Because you've done the work. You've done the work. You've done the healing. You've been through the trials. You've cried me a river. You've done what you've had to do. And whatever is still left over that you haven't healed is about to be swirled up and drained the hell out of your life. Whatever hasn't already been cleansed out, the universe is coming to say, hey, there's just a little bit left. We're going to cleanse that shit out for you. Because you're going to be sitting here looking pretty and drinking cereal out of the skulls of your enemies, right? Right. Clarifying the purification, we got the moon. So with the moon, I feel like there's things that were unseen that are going to be seen. I also feel like you're going to get downloads. You're going to get gifts that are opening up that you didn't know about, that you didn't have, that you didn't even believe were available to you. There's a bunch of things that the universe is going to bring to you with purification. But with the purification, the sun and the moon, I feel like there's a lot of things that you still don't see. It's like when you have to go in and do surgery, right? You can't see it until they open you up. That's why they go and do exploratory surgery to see what's in there, right? And the universe is kind of doing that same thing. It's doing exploratory cleansing from things that you can't see, that you haven't healed from still, and things that you didn't even know were there. They're going to be pulling that out for you to transmute that and heal it. And then with the Queen of Cups, I mean, come on. That is just like, yeah. Yeah. No, just, I mean, you're gonna be sitting on your throne. You're gonna have your emotions again in check. You're going to have just your own sovereignty. You're going to have, you're gonna be sitting still looking pretty is literally what I'm getting. That's literally what I'm getting. With the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups, I mean, yeah. I do feel like there is another energy around you, but I'm not going to bring that up until it comes in because I'm not seeing it yet. But right now you do feel like you are stuck in your head. You feel like you're bound and stuck, but really it's a prison that you've created for yourself. You can get out of that anytime you want. This is a mental prison that you put yourself in. You're overthinking yourself into your own mental prison. With the Eight of Swords, it's you just overthinking yourself into paralysis, right? And you can get yourself out of that at any time. In fact, I had a client today and a friend today, and that's why I'm so late. And I had pho. Who she could just not, and we had to work on it. We had to do breathing exercise. We had to work on it. And the truth is that it was helping me because I have also started to get back into breathing exercises because I went through something so toxic that it basically put my system into a basically like a nerve shutdown, right? And so I kept trying to meditate, but I couldn't get back into my practice, and I didn't understand why. And when I went into research with, my guides, they said, get back to the basics, obviously. And when I first started meditating, or when I first started doing anything, I started with breathing exercises. And then once I was able to get my breath under control and my system to reset, I was able to start meditating. And then little by little, I was able to get up to, an hour of meditation. And then I didn't have to do the breathing exercises anymore because I was able to calm my mind with meditation. But because my system was so overactive, I could not. So I am having to restart at basics, right? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Sometimes we do get into situations where our body is just like, no, we need to protect ourselves, right? All right, let's clarify the world. You are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. What did I say? What did I say? Let's clarify the Nine of Cups. clarifying the Nine of Cups. Okay, this is a whole stack, so I don't like, look, this is missing that piece, so I do it in thirds. But yeah, clarifying the Nine of Cups. Whoa. What is that shit? Whoa. Oh my gosh. Okay. You got Mule. Someone is extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. See, I felt that there was somebody else in your energy. Sun, happiness and well-being. This is somebody that you dealt with that was very mean, stubborn. There's so many things coming in, but I see a line. And when I see a line, to me, that's a variant, right? So this is narcissistic. This is a narcissist, and this is narcissistic traits, right? So I'm seeing a line, which means it's going to vary for everybody, right? So you could have been dealing with somebody who's a narcissist, or you could have been dealing with somebody that had those traits and really was just self-absorbed, an asshole, just full of themselves, immature, right? So just take it however it fits your story. And if it doesn't, then that's fine. Watch your you know, moon or rising if this is your sun, right? But you cut that out, and that's bringing you the sun with the Nine of Cups. Being in your own energy, being alone, not having to deal with this. And again, I feel like I'm talking about my nerve body, because I feel like it like jacked up your system and you're unable to somehow get it back down to regulate it. And so I feel like I meant to tell you what I'm doing, because it really is helping. And so there's a lot of things, because I was taking baths, I was doing all that. That wasn't helping. It wasn't helping. And it was honestly getting worse. And I do this OCD thing where I count things in even numbers and then I round it up, but I do it with my teeth. So I was grinding my teeth and biting down on my teeth, and I was just having headaches. I was miserable. I was miserable until I was able to finally get answers and be like, okay, this is what I have to do. Then that's what we're going to do, right? The moon, clarifying the moon. Gave me a, that's weird. Okay, let's see. The moon, November. Something might have happened in November, or you could have dealt with a Scorpio or a a Scorpio or a Sagittarius. Yeah. An emotionally secure, loving family member is important to you. There's truths that are also going to come out about situations, about somebody that you care about, but somebody's going to leave your life because these truths were lies. There's more things that are going to come out, but it's meant to come out so you can release more of, let's say closure. I don't like saying closure though, because I really have learned that you don't get closure from other people. You get closure by yourself. But when you've already given yourself closure and more stuff comes out that just says, oh, hey, look, here's more information about why that person was a piece of shit. It's almost like confirming. It's almost affirming for you. Like, oh yeah, thank God. Thank God I got away from that. Thank God I left that a long time ago. Thank God that didn't work out, right? It's almost affirming to you why you made the decisions that you made, right? All right, let's clarify the Queen of Cups. This is going to leave you just happy, and I feel like you've shut off your heart, and this is going to help you out, open it up again. You are on the road to success. Yes. This is going to help you. This is going to help you be able to open your heart up again. Because us as Cancers, we don't actually ever close off our hearts. That's not a thing. But for us to even close off our hearts at 50%, that's still huge. That's still a huge thing for Cancers. Because even at 50%, you feel our loss. You feel our cold. You feel that, where's my Cancer? Where'd you go? I miss you so. Feels like it's been forever since you've been gone. So come back home. All right, one more on the Queen of Cups. One more on the Queen of Cups, please. All right. Plenty of material things. Every time I get this card, dude, it's almost like, okay, I'm not gonna go deep into it, but like I get invited out to eat, I get taken out, I get so loved upon by the universe. It's so beautiful. And literally, like, I get gifts, I get things that people help me. They'll be like, here's $50, go pay the electric bill. I'm like, oh my god, thank you. Like, yeah, thanks. Thank you. I'm so grateful. So yeah, with plenty of material things. And I feel like what at your job, money and money's gonna get better, but slowly. But in the meantime, what you're missing, or what you feel like is missing, is going to come in. People are going to be loving you and showing you that they love you, right? And helping you in whatever way they can. All right, let's get you some last guidance from the universe. Guidance for Cancers. Oh, why are you guys throwing your cards like that? You got managed to be glad. Oh damn, my cat bit this one. What does that say? Your own happiness regardless and conditions. I don't know what this says. Hold on. Maintain? I don't know what it says, but look, my asshole cat bit it. What a jerk. Maintain your own happiness regardless of conditions. Yeah, basically no matter what. Like, even if you're going through... I know this is very difficult, but honestly, I can tell you that I've actually gotten halfway there. I can honestly say that there's things that happen and I'm just like, and then there are times where I'm just like hyper anxious and I'm like, ugh. So you keep on working on it and it will get better. You'll get better at just being happy where you are. Painting the roses red. Covering up errors. Make sure that you're seeing things clearly for what they are and for what they were. Don't try to change them. Even if they hurt, go through that hurt, go through that pain. That's the only way that you'll heal, okay? Let's not cover up the things that were, or the things that we're doing and pretend like we don't see them, right? Okay, Cancers, I'm going to leave it here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.